Hello folks, this is Mondo Man Carol from Mondo on the World, and I would like to do a part 2 on the Joe Paterno situation at Penn State. I would like to say that I think 8 years of covering it up, covering up the situation was wrong. I also think that he was trying to do what he thought was best for the program and make sure that it didn't have any bad press, but unfortunately, it, in doing that, it gave him worse press, obviously. But I would like to say that I think Joe Paterno was wrong in waiting as long as he did. I think that he was wrong in not firing Jerry Sandusky, and I think he should have done a better job in that regard. Knowing how he feels about kids in general, because he says, "Oh, I got grandkids, I got great grandkids, and I love children, and I don't like the abuse of children." So, and also he's sorry for what he did by not reporting it. But I do have one question. I don't really fully understand why he was fired, because the higher ups at Penn State said that he didn't do the moral thing, and it would seem to me that a football coach can only do so much. Granted, like I said, he didn't report it in enough time, and he thought he was doing the right thing at the time that he did it, but it wasn't the right thing. But by the same token, a football coach is still a football coach is still just a football coach, and just because you're teaching college kids the right way to play football, does that mean that you, just because you're the head football coach and somebody tells you something, that, because they tell you it, it's an accurate account of the situation? I'm not so sure about that. But Joe Paterno was the head coach, so, and I guess they gotta have a person to blame, but I think that I would blame more than Joe Paterno is Jerry Sandusky and the administration of Penn State, because Jerry Sandusky is the real criminal in the situation, and the administration was the ones that really did a major cover-up on the situation, and I'm just not 100% sure that what Joe Paterno did was I don't think they should treat him like a criminal and treat him like he deserved to get fired because of what 2 or 3 people decided to do under his watch. I don't think that he should be blamed because somebody at the administration and one of his coaches was doing some terrible thing that he shouldn't have been doing. But by the same token, I still say that he should have got rid of Jerry Sandusky, and he didn't do that, so that's on him. That's on Joe Paterno. But as far as telling the police and firing him because he didn't do the moral thing, I gotta put that on the administration. Because firing Joe Paterno because he didn't report it in the right amount, the right amount of time, I have a small bit of question. But by the same token, I don't think that Joe Paterno, he made mistakes, but I'm not sure that he should have been fired for those mistakes. Maybe suspended, but I don't know about fired. But that's just my opinion, and we'll talk about, see you again on the next episode of Mondo on the World, and thank you very much for listening. Good night.